Hello, you absolute bastards, and welcome to this. Guess who's back? Guess who's fucking alive and doing things, and he may or may not have made a video recently. We'll find out whether he publishes the fucking thing or not, because he's being a massive oh god, I can't think of a politically correct way to put it. Gayer. That's politically no, that's not politically correct at all. That's horrible.
Hi everybody, I'm Ed and Joe. I'm back. I'm back forever.
Oh yeah, I guess he speaks as well.
Yeah. Hey, I'm really happy to be back. I'm happy to be, for the first time I think ever, the most sober person in the stream. I'm really happy about that.
I'm not that drunk.
You sound pretty drunk.
I'm really not that drunk. I've just been waiting and getting more annoyed as you tell me, wait, I just got to do this. I just got to do that. I just got to do this. Ah!
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a Sir Sick and Ed stream if I didn't.
If you didn't fuck it all up for me. Yes. So.
Fuck you, I'm back.
I really hope you are, because it's been the longest goddamn time. To the point where there's going to be a lot of people in this stream, because I have grown significantly in the last few months.
There's a lot of people who don't know who I am.
Who are like, who the fuck is this black dog, and how do I replace my blood with him?
They're going to hate me.
Well, if they're anything like the rest of my audience.
One thing you need to know about me is I hate science.
And yet,
I hate science.
Oh, he hates it so much. He hates it so
much. Fucking globe tards. Fucking globe cucks.
Globe cucks is my favourite. But it's been far too long. If you don't know who he is, he's kind of good. You'll probably hate him, but I don't. And if you do, I don't care. And that's about all that matters. I mean,
if anybody does know who I am, I did actually. The reason we're late is because I was processing and uploading a video. And
making me watch it because
making him watch it. I do that. I need somebody to watch my video before I make it public.
And say, yeah, it's fine. Fucking hell.
Yeah, and Kristen's at work, so it's got to be you. And so I will upload that video immediately after the stream.
Good. I'll even share it. I might even like it in some facet. I was sat there. Like, I really wanted to click the like button, but I don't know if that will push through to my Twitter, and I don't want to fucking spoil it.
As people in chat are saying my mic sounds bad. I don't know.
You're not great, but you're also not roboting, so I kind of don't care.
I have to imagine it's the internet. I sound fine on the video, don't I?
Yeah, you sound absolutely fine on the video.
Right.
It just
I'm
sounds
fucking paranoid.
You're just like a little bit box roomy. But it's not.
I kind of am. I'm getting closer to the mic, but I don't know if that helps.
At the end of the day, you're not echoing. You're not echoing, and you're not unintelligible. So people in the chat need to shut the fuck up before I come in there.
All my sound
fucking slap you all. Yeah. Jesus.
All my soundproofy stuff is down. So if it sounds echoey, I guess I understand. But
okay, oh shit. Well, if you put it like that, then it's your fault. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you aware what the name of the stream is?
Back in Black Dog?
Yeah. I found that amusing. I don't know if anybody else does. I hope is that someone got it. I assume that regulars got it.
Okay.
But
I'm not a regular either. I stopped watching everything.
Because you're like, I'm not in this. Why would I watch this shit?
Oh my god, you know what? I just realized something. I think I know why I sound so shitty. Hang on. You're gonna have to entertain people. I'm gonna actually try to fix this.
Oh, he's going to go and fix it. Anyway, hello chat. How are you doing today? There is no Mrs. Sick at the moment, for those of you, and there are definitely a lot of you who do care. Mrs. Sick is currently entertaining my brother, who has come from, I'm not 100% sure where. It's near the coast. But we got rid of the children and replaced them with my bigger brother child.
How do I sound now?
You sound fucking infinitely better.
Aha. Aha.
What did you do? Did you
These
plug the
headphones.
USB into your nose
No,
again?
these headphones have a microphone in them, and I was.
Oh,
I guess it took over, so the Blue Yeti wasn't the mic. How do I sound now, everybody? I sound great.
you sound infinitely better.
Beautiful
That's
voice
funny.
coming in here.
I have a new set of headphones that have a mic on them that does sound like I should be disarming a terrorist bomb.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what yours sounded like. Move in. um, yeah, that was stupid. What the fuck's wrong with you? Jesus. I used to run off the just a normal set of headphone on my Yeti, but they're so fucking. Every goddamn pair of headphones on the planet is quite uncomfortable, except proper gamer ones, and they're all USB.
This is so awkward for me because you have so much fucking energy, and I've been up for like 24 hours, and I want to die.
You'd
I
be
just want to
amazed how
fucking die.
little energy I have right now.
Really?
And I've just learnt to fake it.
You always were like that. Like you would get fucked up on whiskey or whatever, and you would just have all this pep. And I've known people like that, and I don't understand it because when I drink that much, I am down.
You don't know how much I've drunk. You might look at the amount I've drunk and be like, "Oh, come on."
I know drunk when I hear it, fucker.
I'm not.
You're not wasted. You're not blackout drunk, but you're drunk.
Well, I don't really get blackout drunk because I get sick before that. I'm like, okay, I've got to stop. I've got to stop existing now.
Yeah.
I've had a few. That I won't lie, and I've had more than I'm supposed to have had because I'm still trying to lose weight. This time around, we've gone for calorie counting like sensible people, and it's actually working.
What? Calorie counting never worked for me.
Well, we actually kept doing it instead of like, oh, fuck it today.
The only fucking thing that works for me is to do the eat, stop, eat diet. It works.
What is an eat, stop, eat?
It is almost exactly what it sounds like.
You eat one day, don't the next.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Essentially, you can go up to 2 days in a row.
Of eating or not eating?
Of not eating.
That's.
But I never did that. I just did. It's 3 days out of the week, but spaced out.
Someone just called me Sir Hick. Oh. Oh, exactly. Although the other way that could be seen,
yeah,
even more insulting.
Is that you're an inbred hillbilly fuck?
I ain't no goddamn hick. But yeah, do you know what though? I do spend, especially since I've started the calorie counting diet. Like when I get hungry, I just don't bother eating because I'm like, do I need those calories? And then I'll have like one big meal a day. And yes, I know that's the worst thing you can do in the world, but I don't care.
Yeah, the eat stop eat is I guess the logic of it is that you eat the same way you normally eat. You just cut out 24 hours at a time all of your calories for that day. But you don't go quite into starvation mode, so it's not that unhealthy. I don't think it's. I don't think it's unhealthy.
It's probably quite unhealthy.
I don't think so. No, I don't. As long as if you go only one day without eating, you're fine.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
I guess our ancient ancestors.
You're not quite fasting. You're edging.
You're edging food.
You're edging the fast. Yeah. I don't think it's unhealthy. And they advise that you eat healthy, but you don't have to. You can just cut out
not
eat
for a day.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? That's worthy of consideration. But to be honest, I'm keeping generally below 2,000 calories a day, and considering my current size, which isn't even that big, but it's too big as far as I'm concerned.
Too big. Me too. Yeah, I feel the same way. Except mine just it shows so much more. Like I look pregnant at this point. It's a full on beer belly.
I have a significant belly.
I just can't stop drinking beer, man. Even I tried. I just can't. I love beer.
Well, my biggest problem has been I like mixers with pop, and I'd been drinking. I didn't realize how many fucking calories were in these bastards. Also, if you don't want to hear about calories, you can just fucking leave. We're old now. This is shit that interests us.
We never did this for you, you
Yeah.
fucks.
Well, yeah, that was. I haven't even explained that to a lot of people because it's basically been me and Mrs. Sick.
Yeah.
But it's continued to be essentially the exact same format. It's just us having a chat about shit. If there's something interesting that turns up in chat, we'll talk about that, but that's about it.
Well, if people don't know, we started streaming, both of us, for the first time ever streamed together, and we just kept doing it like once every week, right?
Yeah.
And the days changed around and everything, but still. And the whole point was we get together at the end of the week and we talk, so we don't have to talk to each other at all for the rest of the week.
Although then again, we haven't talked to each other at all.
It has pretty much nothing to do with the entertainment factor, but I needed a break. So.
Someone did once have a big go at me, and this was when we were talking. They're saying, "Well, if you expect me to listen to this for 2 hours, you should really organize your stream." I'm like,
yeah,
I don't expect anyone to listen to this.
And everybody, like, when we started doing this, people just kind of didn't like live streams. And then somewhere, recently, probably like the end of last year, people really started jumping. Basically, it's a response to the adpocalypse. So they really had like the Kumite, Worski Live, I know Sinatra does a stream.
Sinatra, Irate, and that other one, Drunkle.
Because super chat seemed to be the only way to really make money on YouTube.
Oh, no one super chats these streams.
But since we never gave a fuck, we've never tried.
No. I mean, I've set the only reason, and I've set up the old Streamlabs, but I haven't set up the bot because I don't want the bot. I don't like the bot. I think the bot is cringe. No offense, people who use it. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I don't like it. Dude, it's weird.
The entire fucking format is cringe. I've watched some of those. I can't.
So these have remained.
You know, they do that thing where it's like 20 fucking minutes or more just sitting playing music.
Yeah, I can't do that. I have to start straight away.
Just start when you fucking start. Why do they do that?
And that's people we know and quite like who do that. But I love you guys. Stop fucking doing that. It's weird.
You're all fucking losers. You're all fucking. I don't give a shit. You can have all the more subs than me in the world. You're all fucking losers.
Speaking of, I have 5 times your subs now.
Yeah, you do.
Which is weird.
Here's why I'm like hesitant to come back, because I have an excuse, right? Like, I basically stopped on an uptick.
Yeah.
I stopped posting recently. I stopped frequently, and then I stopped kind of altogether for like 4 months. So I can't say everybody lost interest because I left. But if I do come back and I'm doing this on a regular basis and there's no improvement, then it's really just I'm shit and I have to accept that. So that's the fear.
No, I'm just going to send everyone your way. And if they get pissed off at me for liking you, they can suck my hairiest ball.
I do reckon.
I really don't care.
I do reckon that you have a bit of a different audience than I do.
I actually don't think I do.
There's some crossover, but we're different.
I think you'd be surprised. Like, in fact, I think I'm getting more of a middling audience than I ever have before. And because I see comments from people, especially doing the more sciencey, but also focused on the real crazy people. I get people commenting at me from both ends of the spectrum. Oh, God, it's fun.
Yeah, I do want to address this. Malleus says, "Why wouldn't you just do it because you enjoy it?" I do, and I never did this for money.
You wouldn't be back if you didn't enjoy it, because he doesn't fucking make any money.
I do like having the excuse though that people didn't fall out of me. I fell out of them, fuckers. I'm still the best.
No matter how much you like doing it, there's if people don't like it,
you feel bad. You feel like, oh
yeah. And
I liked it.
I thought it was good. I mean, that's been sort of me as a normal fucking outside of YouTube human being. I've always said the worst goddamn jokes. I just had big rooms of people suddenly fall silent.
Fuck you,
And
Malleus.
then I just go, I thought
Fuck
it
you,
was
Malleus.
funny. It's usually
I
drunk.
make good money, Malleus. I make
He
decent money.
makes real money.
I do make real money, and I do. And actually, work is a big part of the reason I stopped. But I will admit, I have to admit, there's a fatigue because I'm also watching this shit, and I'm also like, I gotta fucking chill out on Twitter, right? Because I'm insane on Twitter, and I hate myself at the end of the night every day. But like, there's a fatigue because so much of what we talk about is politics, and politics are fucked right now to the point where it's just like I don't like any of you people anymore. And I think I let that drag me down to the point where I didn't come back when I would have otherwise come back. So I need to kind of get myself into a different mindset and think about it. Like Mally said, think about it more of how much I enjoyed it. And when I was making the video today, I didn't think I would finish today, but like
I was really impressed. I couldn't believe you were finished before it's time to
all I did today, and I wrote it. Almost all of it was written today too, because even though I wrote it before, I scrapped so fucking much. I didn't think it was. I thought it was too serious. What I wrote before was too serious, and I don't want to do that. I want to come back and be ridiculous, and so I rewrote the whole thing from scratch. And I've been sitting here for like 8 hours putting this together. I'm like, God fucking damn it, I missed this. This is fun. This is good.
Yeah.
You just got to get back into it, and then you realize, fuck, man, I got to keep doing this. This is good.
Therapy. My work days are supposed to be Friday, Saturday, and I literally couldn't do it this week. But thank fuck today, there was a video in my backlog, and I was like, okay, I'll have a quick look at this, and I was like, holy shit, this will work. I really don't want to spoil what it is because it's kind of amazing, but it's something that and. I haven't recorded it yet because I haven't had time. Like I said, I've got my brother over, so there's been like a bunch of extra shitty work that I've had to do. Blah, blah, blah. But I've written
videos. I've written at least partial videos since my last video.
But this one's caught you.
If I'm not making it and laughing while I make it, it's garbage and I won't post it.
Yeah.
That's a rule.
I can't think of a video that I've published, and there are a number of videos that I've stopped writing halfway through because I was just like, oh shit, this is just depressing.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll end, and I feel like this is an important point to make. Like a recent one, I did a Miles Power video where someone said that he was inciting violence against Alex Jones. It was the absurdest shit you ever fucking heard. And I'm like, but the thing is, that reminded me, when I made that video, that really, really reminded me of how I felt when I made SJW videos.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, here's why what you're doing is really fucking fucked up. Whereas most of what I've been doing is super goddamn fun because it's just really silly people.
Yeah.
But this was someone who was advocating something kind of dangerous. And I was like, I need to make this point. And I'm like, I remember why I've sort of stopped that. Because it's exhausting.
I would say, though, I mean, yeah, and that is something I always thought that you had such the right idea about. But it's really hard for me to pull away from some of the political stuff. And I never will. I don't think I ever will properly pull away from it. Because it's all fuck I think about anymore. I'm old now. I'm old now. I'm a political guy, and I can't escape that. The only thing I can do is try to make it as ridiculous as possible when I do it, and that's not hard because
it is so ridiculous.
It is just by default. It's almost I mean, it kind of becomes hard sometimes. I can make this funnier than it is than just presenting it.
I kind of get my sort of, as you say, political outlet in these streams because I mean the missus. She's like, oh, I found you an article. It'll be about feminism or it'll be about social justice. It always fucking is. And then I'll read it and then I'll get pissed off about it. And the chat seems to enjoy that for fucking some reason.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. Going through those articles is always fun.
and painful and agonizing. I mean, we could go to Everyday Feminism if we get stuck for something to talk about. Go to Everyday Feminism right now and find something that'll piss us both off.
And then when we found out about fucking Babe.net, it was all over. That fucking site is beautiful. I mean,
it's a crystallized form of. My God, why?
The one thing that really kind of dragged me down though in doing all this is that because it was primarily anti-SJW stuff, people thought I was a Republican. They thought I was a traditionalist, and and I'm so fucking not.
In a way, like I know that some people think that, like the new people who've been sort of drawn into my content because of the somewhat move away from that, and then they see my older stuff, and I've had people tell me that I have really fucked up opinions about Trump, and I said, okay, what opinions? And they go, well, you don't absolutely fucking hate him. Yeah, that's not a fucked up opinion about him.
Right.
I've literally compared the man to a frozen bowl of shit. This is not a person that I like.
Yeah.
But to be
blows
fair,
their minds with it when actually, the first stream we did together, I was straight from the polls, having voted for Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, that was fun. But
it was miserable.
You weren't happy about it.
Oh no, I felt like I had been raped. I felt like I've been deeply violated, and I was going to feel that way no matter what. And people don't understand either that you could be a Trump voter and have never been a Trump supporter. Never a Trump supporter.
At the end of the day, like, if you're really into your democracy and you actually care about what's going on, then you should vote based on policies. Madness.
Yeah, but that was a brutal task. I don't blame anybody for not voting this time around.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I was the not voter in Brexit because I just could not I didn't know. And I still don't know, but the biggest problem I have now is that the fucking idiot who's running this shit is a fucking idiot.
I still kind of hold on to the idea that it's probably better to have a complete transparent fucking moron as president than it is to have somebody who's smart enough to get away with the shit. Because Trump isn't getting away with much.
Trump doesn't get away with anything. The problem, I mean, we've had this discussion about 1,000 times before, but we'll say it again. The biggest issue I have when it comes to talking about Trump is people pointing out the shit that doesn't matter and then making more stuff up around it, then pointing out the things that he's done that are actually fucking obnoxious. No, we'll ignore that. Oh, look, we've got this clip of a video of him pouring rice into a fish pond. What a fucking... Oh, wait, no. Let's look at the whole thing. The fucking president of the country did it first. Ah, why do people think we're fucking assholes? I wonder why. Stop acting like an asshole. Trump is as much of an asshole as you are. Just be better than him. That should be the philosophy. Be better than Trump. If something makes you look as bad as Trump, then you're fucking losing.
The better philosophy is Trump makes himself look bad. Don't lie about him. Stop it.
In fact, you could just stop talking about him, and just people would go, "Oh, look, he did. That's fucking weird. Why did he
I love
say
it.
that?"
I love his Twitter fucking. I love his Twitter account, dude. Especially, he could say "Merry Christmas" and
Someone
you just click the reply. There's just torrents and tweets, like tweet threads.
He could say "Happy Holidays."
How he's evil or whatever. It's exhausting. This is all exhausting.
I do wonder how someone just makes someone. If I hate someone, this is what I do. I don't interact with them anymore. In any way, shape, or form.
To be fair, he's the president of the United States. I mean,
ignore him for 4 years.
Ignoring him is probably not the best answer either.
But
like, dial it the fuck down.
I don't know if I have actually said this out loud, but I would like it if the people who hate him could come out with a candidate who could beat him by being someone people like. But I'm
Bernie
not
would have won.
sure.
I think Bernie would have won.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure he would have won.
Yeah.
And then you got the poison fucking blonde twat head, and then suddenly no one wanted to vote for that. Shock fucking horror.
What do you think? 4 more years?
If I'm sitting here hoping that someone in that other it's the Democrats sits down and goes, wait, why don't we give them someone people like? Oh, that it doesn't even have to be that good. Just someone people like, likable. Just go for He doesn't even have to have any policies. Just be likable at all.
Be
even
at least,
slightly.
I didn't like Obama, but the man knew how to talk. He knew how to act. And that's so much of this. It's sad.
As a foreigner, I really liked Obama. He was charismatic. He was an attractive man.
Oh, Jesus.
No homo.
You can't just say no homo, you faggot. So anyway.
Okay, so homo. I would bang the shit out of Obama. So homo.
I like that. I've never heard that before. That's funny. Yeah, but Obama had the charisma. He had the self-awareness. He was a good speaker.
Like, you compare Obama to Hillary, and there's just no fucking competition. I mean, she competed against him, fucking,
and she lost. Yeah.
So
but
hard.
I mean, Obama. There's a lot of.
They just need another sexy black man.
There's a lot of surface qualities that I wish they didn't count that much, but they count that much. We're very superficial people.
You know, one of the prime ministers of this country that I couldn't stand won, and that was Tony Blair. But he was a person who had charisma. And at the time, I didn't really think he had charisma. But considering the people who've come after him, fucking hell.
Yeah, and the pig had good things to say.
That was David Cameron.
That was David Cameron. Fuck. I fucking took a gamble. I took a risk.
Yeah, that was
like,
a
which
while
one was
back.
that? It was some British fuck. I don't know about your country.
That was David Cameron. That was
Cameron.
Who is supposed to be Prime Minister right now. And then people going, Theresa May. Well, you voted for her. Actually, no. No one fucking voted for her. She's just in charge of Brexit because David Cameron is a cunt.
I don't understand
fucking quit after Brexit passed.
Like, Brexit, the only outlet I had for Brexit was Sargon, and I'm done with that. So
I just want it to go well. Apparently the people running it don't.
I really thought that would be done by now.
Yeah. You wishes and dreams and all that shit.
Silly little country. I reading about Brexit and trying to understand it was like, what the fuck are you idiots
It's stupid
doing?
because it really shouldn't be that hard because
we should have a need for it.
As a country, we have a lot of money. And considering how small a country we are, we have a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah.
We should be dictating the stakes of most things. For some fucking reason we aren't, and that's ridiculous. And I don't even like the people in charge.
I think you should all strive to be sovereign nations like a real country, like us, because we're a real country.
I think we should just fight everyone in fisticuffs.
Yeah.
We're the ones who know how to box. We invented it.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the world to end. To be fair, I'm there. I'm like,
I mean,
is a nuclear holocaust that bad of a thing at this point?
I don't want it to happen, but
come on,
if it
Rocket
did,
Man. Come on, Rocket Man.
I don't want the world to end, but if it did, and I could literally see it coming, at the last moment, I'd be like, "Ah, thank fuck."
It's about time.
Burst into flames.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I do the thing from Terminator 2 where she's holding onto the fence and somehow all of her skin explodes off. But the
her bones are right
skeleton
there,
stays there attached to each other. So the cartilage, for some reason. Oh, shit. I'm analysing Terminator 2 too much and starting to dislike it. No. Great film.
think
Fuck
about
you.
it. Don't think about it. There's a lot of don't think about it moments in Terminator 2. A lot of continuity issues with Terminator 2.
Don't. That's like my literal favorite film.
Doesn't matter. It's unbreakable. It's an unbreakable film.
Every film has problems.
And you just, if it's a good film, you fucking forgive it.
Yeah, that's a great film.
Terminator 2
in fact, it's
review.
such a good film that I was banned from watching it because I watched it repeatedly as a child, to the point that my parents got pissed off at me.
They were sick of the theme song.
Shit, that's fucking so good. I need to go watch that now. God damn it. Has anything good come out recently?
What, movies?
I know that I'm supposed to watch Infinity War. Haven't watched it.
It's great. I loved it. I loved Infinity War.
Is it on DVD yet? So I can not steal it off the internet?
Not
like
yet.
That?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I had to watch fucking, what is it? Last Jedi. Totally not stolen on a really shitty rip. Just because you wanted to talk about it.
Last Jedi's on fucking Netflix right now.
Oh, it is now?
Yeah.
But at the time that it
came
that
out, movie, we're not going to talk about that. I hated that movie. I hate. I'm not even like a real big Star Wars fan.
I didn't absolutely hate that movie, but I absolutely understood all the problems with it, which there were many.
There were too many.
Many flaws. And I've watched a lot of video that have pointed out so many more flaws that I didn't even notice, and I was like, yeah, actually.
I didn't watch Han Solo, the Solo movie, and I'm not going to.
I wouldn't. I didn't watch Rogue One either, because
I'm not watching that shit for free. I'm done.
I'm not getting paid to watch that shit. Unless someone wants to pay me to watch that shit, well, I'll totally watch it. I need money. I've got children to feed.
Disney just fucking shot their wad. They just had money in their eyes and they just fucked everything up. Rushed everything out. It's got to be like 2 new Star Wars movies every fucking year.
It's when they get to 9 and we're like, okay, so you're going to finish now. And then Disney's going to be like, what? No. Star Wars Episode 27. Nah. And you're like, oh god.
I think no. I don't think that's going to happen. I think
really?
Disney is going to tank it. There's going to be a long period where there's no Star Wars, and then somebody will do something. Do
you think they're going to sneak it in?
It'll be like a Doctor Who.
Oh.
It'll be like, hey, it's been a while since we had a Star Wars.
Are they going to do a good, not Doctor Who, a good Star Wars? And then we'll go like, oh, Star Wars is good.
I think so.
Oh my god, they're turning Star Wars into Sonic.
I think they'll do a good Star Wars when the comeback happens. This is my whole thing. Like, Disney is fucking up, and they're going to learn one way or another that they fucked up. And once they learn that, they're going to have to back off. And I think they will. And then I think they'll give it some time. It'll come back. Somebody will do it right. And then they'll start fucking it up again because that's what we do.
I almost feel that they should let George Lucas go ham on a director's cut of Episode 8. Mostly honestly, just to see what would happen.
The Red Letter Media guys have it right. I think they point out there's not much to Star Wars. Like an expanded universe, Star Wars. It's not like Marvel. It's not like I can only think of Marvel. It's not.
It's basically the same set.
It'll be the same thing over.
Everything works in basically the same level. Planetary to people with reasonable powers. And there's like one story about a couple of people who have near god tier powers that no one's ever heard of, and I can't even remember of the actual story, and that's about it. And even them, they get beaten by normie fucking Jedis. So it's like, who gives a fuck? They're not that good.
Stupid. It's stupid. Should have left it alone. Should have left it alone.
I like the fact. What is it? I mean, if we're going to go into comics, I was watching something at Dr. Manhattan moving into the Marvel universe.
Leave it alone.
Because in DC, he is way OP, but in Marvel, he's pretty mid tier.
Wait, hold on, wait. I lost track of it. Doctor Manhattan is moving to the Marvel universe. What are you
Oh, he
talking about?
has. He's a. They moved him over
How do
because
you
they.
move?
You just do because comics.
It's a DC character. You can't just move over to the competitor. How does that happen?
It does. I
That
look.
doesn't make
I
any
watch
sense.
some some comic fucking channels, and that's just a thing, and it's interesting.
This is
And
a lie.
this is a lie, but in DC,
Lies.
like Doctor Manhattan is like properly god tier, but in Marvel, there's characters who go beyond that, like well beyond that, and it makes him more interesting as a character. Because when you can do everything and you're basically omniscient, and there's no one who's more omniscient than you, then you're like, oh, okay.
Is this some fan fiction bullshit?
No, it isn't. It's a thing. Ah, I should give you fucking homework like you gave me homework.
Oh.
It's been too long. We've got to get back into stride.
Ugh. The Watchmen characters are the Watchmen characters. They shouldn't be going anywhere, and they don't exist within the DC universe, and they shouldn't exist within the Marvel universe. They exist in their own bubble.
Do you know
That's
that
it.
there's a reference to the Wayne family in the Watchmen movie?
There's probably a reference in the book because originally they were supposed to be DC superheroes.
In the movie at least, what they're outside. There's a fucking there's a superhero punching Joe Chill in the face while a family
Oh,
with their young child is outside a movie theater playing the movie that they were supposed to be watching, which is
I
obviously
know.
supposed to be Bruce Wayne and his parents,
I think
which
it's an
is why
extension.
Bruce Wayne, which is why Batman doesn't exist, and I like that. I love shit
Okay.
like that.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, that's cool.
I think that's pretty cool.
But yeah, no, the Watchmen's its own thing. Leave it alone. Leave it the fuck
I do
alone.
really like the Watchmen film,
It's a great fucking graphic novel. The movie was actually really good. I
and
liked.
I'm basically evil, and I quite like the game, even though it is terrible.
I did not play it. I'm not going to. There shouldn't be
It
a
was a
Watchmen game.
DLC, not DLC, a
It was a short
downloadable
little.
only.
Yeah.
It was a
I
beat 'em
remember.
up. It was so fucking ridiculous, but it was two player and it was kind of fun,
Yeah, fuck that, fuck
but it was
that.
really bad.
And they also did like standalone comics. I think they were like prequel comics or something like that. But that was a bad idea
It's the
too.
sort
Don't
of
do it.
thing that you really want to expand, but it's only supposed to be its own thing.
And it needs to be. It's not going to
It
work if
does,
you
it does, it
take
does
it.
need to be its own thing.
Yeah.
It can expand to being a film, and that's
Moving
fine.
back into video games, I Last of Us 2 is one of those games I feel like I don't know if I want it. Did you play the last? Oh no, you don't have a
I do have a PlayStation 3.
oh three. Okay.
It's hacked,
Did you
and
play
it can
it?
play anything. We sat down and watched PewDiePie play it before he was cool.
um, dude, I don't know. I don't know about that. The fucking trailer looks sweet as fuck, but
The whole thing looks really like it's good. I
yeah.
need to leave you for like 2 minutes because I'm desperate for a slash, and I have been for a while.
Okay, I'll just talk about lesbians in video games.
Good.
Uh, so Last of Us 2, I don't know if you guys watch E3 or anything, but there's lesbians and that's SJW garbage. I hate it. Lesbians, right? Nothing says SJW like two girls kissing, and men hate that, and men are the target demographic, and the last thing men want to see is two girls making out. SJW's taking over. Last of Us is a non-game. Uh, no, I don't think that's fair. You've got walking simulators; those are non-games, right? Those are you're just sort of pushing forward and going through it. The Last of Us has mechanics, and it's a game. It's a fucking game. I disagree with almost all criticism against The Last of Us. It was a really special game for me. I liked it. I liked it because it was simple, though, and a lot of people didn't like it because it was simple. So it's like where you're at. You're like, the story was perfectly straightforward, and the combat was pretty simple and everything, but it all kind of felt like it belonged. Like it felt natural. That's why I liked it. Plus, you got that Naughty Dog actors. Like Naughty Dog just gets good actors for everything they do.
Hello?
The Last of Us doesn't do the bare minimum to qualify as a game. It does a lot more than the bare minimum. Bare minimum is walking simulator. I'm arguing with the stupid chat.
That's always fun.
Fucking hate gamers.
The
gamers. And I also see that's a criticism I can't relate to because I like a good walking simulator is perfectly fine with me. I'm happy to play it.
A game with a good walking. What's a good? Okay, that's the question. What's a good walking simulator?
People are gonna hate me. I liked Gone Home. I thought it was a nice little game.
I didn't hate Gone Home. When I played it, I thought it was a fine experience. It was not a game.
It wasn't interactive. I don't know.
It was an There needs to be another word that isn't walking simulator because that's really derogatory, but that isn't game because what fucked me off about Gone Home is I was waiting for the scary bit because they were really building up to it, and
it was good. I liked that,
and I loved it. And then it went, and it imagine blowing up a balloon and then letting it just
deflate
out.
Yeah.
That's what the end of that was. And
it was a non-horror game.
It was a horror game with the best suspense in any horror game that didn't make me feel anxious either.
Also,
but it did make me feel. It built me up.
I do feel like the best way to one of the best ways to do horror is walking simulator.
I know one of the best horror games, and it wasn't a game I've ever played, but I can't remember who played it. I can't remember what the game is. But the entire thing didn't have a monster in it, didn't have anything in it, but it was a VR thing, I'm pretty sure. And it was all atmosphere, and by the end of it, the guy playing it was running through a corridor, screaming at nothing.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah. You did, yeah, that's fantastic. I love it. and at the end, it just goes, "There wasn't a monster. Stop being such a pussy."
Stuff like that. You know, it's experiences are fine if they're good experiences. You know, so
the biggest problem with any particular walking simulator is a matter of cost to value of experience.
Stanley Parable gets old. It does get old, but I was really like
Stanley Parable is worth about $5, and then it's fantastic.
I'd give it 10. I thought it's just clever and entertaining.
I mean,
but
in less than full price, whatever it was.
Well, it was never too pricey. I don't think. I thought it was like pretty much always like.
I don't think so, but there were some brilliant things in it. But I've got it. I stole it, played the fuck out of it. And then I bought it, thinking it deserves something, and I'll play it again because it was so good. And then I started playing it. I was like, I'm so fucking bored now. And that's why you don't steal games, kids. Have you disappeared? I feel like someone may have disappeared. Fuck. Well, are we at least streaming? Yep, he's disappeared. And it crashed. Absolutely fantastic. Don't steal games. No, you shouldn't steal games. I used to steal games, but I am... Oh, someone did just point out $5 is a whopping 70 gumballs. Which makes me think of how I explain things to my children now. Which is that, well, they like ice creams. And we buy these little packet of 4... basically cornettos. I don't know what Americans do. I don't know if Americans have cornettos, but if you've watched the Shaun of the Dead / Hot Fuzz / The End of the World, cornettos are a thing, and there's a cheap version of cornettos that you can buy. You get 4 for a £1 coin, a shiny £1. So I told them that the bed I bought for £800 was in fact worth... is it 3,600 ice creams? I don't know if that's the right number. 800, 1,600, 2,400. Oh, 3,200 ice creams it would have been. 3,200. There, me mathing. You're welcome. But yeah. What remains of Edith Finch? I've seen a lot of people talking about that, and I would play it, but I saw that it is really goddamn short. And regardless of I've come into an okay amount of money recently, so that I can buy certain things. I still have very much a mindset of value over just playing gameplay. And I couldn't spend the money that cost for the just how goddamn short it was, even on sale. I mean, let's put it this way. I spent £15 on what's it called now? Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which is a game that both I and Mrs. Sick really wanted to play, and I only spent that because it was on GOG. And it also came with the game Rive? Is it Rive? I don't think that's the right word for it. Let's bring up GOG so I know. Rime. Rime. Which I haven't fucking played yet. But that came free if you spent £15. So I bought that. With that, getting 2 games that are both about 8 hours long. And that made sense. But as far as I could tell, Edith Finch at £7.50 is the cheapest I've seen it, and it was about 2 to 3 hours long. And I'm quite good. Like, I know people have seen me stream and they go, "You're so fucking bad, Sick." I'm well above average. I almost always beat games about 25% faster than the average speed. So I would not have lasted long in that, and it would have been about 3 hours long, and I would not have been happy to spend that amount of money on that. I'd have been pissed off, I'll be honest. Journey was the greatest walking sim I've ever played. Journey is a game that I want to play, and that I can't get working on my quote-unquote totally not hacked PS3.com. But I really, really want it to. And that's kind of the reason that I even kept this thing fucking around, and I can't get it to work because it's weird. I can't get it to install. Hopefully something will work. Johnny Hellcat says, with money, because that's what I really care about. Well, it will buy me beer, so I don't care. Taking a lunch break, just swing by to say hello and give some money. That is the best reason to swing by to anything. That's a fact. And Edindro is back!
God damn it!
What did you do?
I think I probably just should have closed out of everything I had before I started.
Your computer crashes so much. I thought you had money now. Fucking buy a new computer.
No, that's not how it works. You save up, you be responsible.
That doesn't sound like you.
No, it does. I'm very good with money.
I'm very good with money and not spending it on things that need it.
Well, you know,
to be fair, if you were nearby, like in this house, there are 4 fully working computers that do not crash. You would have one of them by now if you lived in this country. Just to stop this bullshit.
Fuck you, I'll give you mail it to me.
Mail a computer to you. They'll probably cost more than some of them are worth.
I don't know. I don't know what it is like to mail something back and forth.
To America,
well, I mean,
not cheap.
Honestly, I just need to back up some basic templates, and if it fucking crashes forever, I'll have what I need to not lose my YouTubes. I'm kind of ambivalent about it. I don't know that I care right now.
I mean, most of your stuff. In fact, the one thing that matters is on my servers, which is your avatar.
My avatar and some of the templates that I use, I want to keep.
Yeah.
But I could always remake them too. It's not. There's really nothing.
Well, the one thing that you couldn't remake is your avatar, and that I have.
Yeah.
I own multiple copies of.
Yeah. There you go. We're good.
So that's You'll always be able to back it up. I mean, I back everything up. I'm someone who's very into Google Drive. At some point, I'm probably going to pay to expand it into like a couple of 100 gig territories because it's so fucking useful.
What I worry about is I don't have any of my videos downloaded. They're all on YouTube, and I remove them from the computer. So I'm going to start moving them over to my SSD, but it can only hold so much. So.
At some point, I'm planning on setting up a server. I'll give you access to that.
Okay.
And then
that'd be cool. I'll just back it up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No one else gets access to that.
Nobody else cares about anything we're talking about either.
I know, but they do and they don't. Some people are like, server, you say? Sip, sip.
Yeah.
Someone messaged...
If they're like me, they're just fucking listening. They're just using us as background noise while they do other stuff.
And then occasionally going, gay.
Yeah. That caught my attention. And now I'm just ignoring you. Yeah, I'm playing some bullshit, No Man's Sky, something like that.
Sorry, someone just put a long message and I need to read it. I wanted to get a band shirt. It was only available from America. USPS wanted $35 for shipping on a $15 shirt. It wasn't even good delivery. It was too much. $35 goddamn dollars for 2-month delivery. Yeah. I fucking don't.
That's 35 on 15, so.
Ow. Yeah, no, fuck that band. They don't deserve your money. Give it to me. I'll send you a dick pic. I mean, I've been waiting for someone to pay me enough for a dick pic, but nope.
God, I wish I was a hot chick. You see the money they make on Patreon? Or not Patreon. Yeah, well, Patreon and other methods.
You're dating a hot chick. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, but
she's mine.
Yeah, she's my property.
You're just so gay about it. Stop.
She's my fucking property.
You could be rich. If you were a pimp.
I'm just kidding. I would let her do anything she wanted to do. Honestly, that wasn't.
She doesn't want to. That's what you're saying. She's too gay for money.
I don't know. She's pretty comfortable with her body.
What if
I don't know that she wouldn't. I guess I only draw the line at like fucking other dudes. I really don't care. I don't care. If she wanted to be a cam girl, she wanted to be a cosplay girl or any of that shit.
Fucking other dudes? What about making out with other dudes?
No, can't do anything with other dudes.
Exactly.
She's not allowed out of the house.
Be very specific when you talk.
She can
touching
talk to dudes.
In any way, shape, or form.
She can talk to internet losers, and that's all she can do.
That's why you let her talk to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, man. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Would you let Mystic do things like that if she wanted
to? For a long time, I thought I was cool with the idea of being with a bird who... And then the second I was with someone who said, hey, well, would you let me shag someone? I was like, no. No.
Well, shag someone, yeah, but that's not what I mean. I mean, like...
have sex with.
I'm talking about cam girl.
Be a cam girl.
Twitch thought.
Oh. I would totally let her show her tits off for money.
Yeah.
As long as she's not touching another human being, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. I worry.
Like there's people who go, oh, well, my missus, she wants to send underwear to people. How much are they gonna pay?
A ridiculous amount, probably.
Exactly. That's my point. It's like, as long as they don't know where I live and all that.
And the more you look around, the more you realize it matters 0% what they look like. If they have a vagina and titties, they will get something. Because there's a lot of motherfucking ugly.
I mean, I have titties. Do you think I could? People have offered to send me dick pics, and I'm like, I'm fine.
I wonder how much dudes those dudes who just fucking jerk off in front of a camera on those campsites that I've never seen before because I'm totally not gay.
Yeah, I don't even know they exist. Why did I even say that?
I worked for a web hosting company. I saw things that nobody should see ever.
Are you Are you telling me that you've seen some shit?
Actually, well, but consider this, not to take it too dark, but I have seen some illegal shit. And like part of the job is to spot that shit and report it. Which
Fuck.
means you have to look at it. And there's some fucked up shit out there.
Oh man, I would hate that.
Yeah, I won't go into details, but there are some fucked people in this world.
I imagine there's some really. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm going to put it this way. I imagine that where anybody's mind went to just then when they heard that, absolutely yes, that.
Yeah, exactly. And worse, probably. Things you wouldn't even think of. Things you would never think of in your whole life.
Oh my god, I didn't think you could put that in a chicken.
That's pretty much it. That's the experience.
That's very astute. How did you... Wait. Yeah. Are you chicken fucker 666 sick?
It ranges from baffling, hilarious, to just straight up dark and disturbing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And just making you like you'll have a full on existential crisis off of some of this shit. But anyway, let's not talk about that in any detail.
Hey, you fucking brought it up, Christ.
Yeah, I don't know why I went on that tangent. Probably because of the content that I created today and the subject matter.
Yeah, he's terrified that it's going to get him demonetized and fucking hate
speech. No, it's demonetized already.
Oh, yeah, of course it's demonetized.
Have
you been on YouTube?
My video is sitting there unlisted waiting to be published, and when I leave here, it will be published, but it is already demonetized, and there's no fucking chance.
Have you done the asking for it thing? Because after listening to that, I think you'll get your money back. No. And I think you should just leave it. Like, till tomorrow.
Well, you think I shouldn't publish it until tomorrow?
I think you should publish it, wait until it goes permanently demonetized, which will take about 12 hours.
It's already demonetized. It was on.
No, it's not. It's not permanently demonetized. It can't be. Not that quickly.
You wait until they review it?
Yeah. Let them review it.
But they don't review until you get like 1,000 views.
No. If you're not listed, they will review it without 1,000 views. That's what I do.
That makes no sense.
That's how I actually make money. As little as it is, it's money.
I'm just gonna publish it. I don't care.
You're so gay.
I don't do this for money. But
yeah,
I really don't.
I don't think
I didn't even tag it. I put no tags in it, and I'm not going to because I'm just like, I don't know.
I really want to bet you. But I really hate gambling because I'm just not that kind of person. But I really want to say to you, I bet you $10 that you won't actually get anything like hugely bad out of it.
Well, I probably won't. I probably won't.
If I make that gamble to you, it will come true because that's what always happens to me. That's the power of my bad gambling. So I'm not going to do that to you.
Believe it or not, I played it a lot. I played that video a lot safer than I was going to.
Oh, it's such a shame you didn't.
This is about pedophilia, by the way.
Here's what matters. It was funny.
That's what's important. Yeah.
So, I thought it. No, what's really important? I thought it was funny.
If someone I trust thinks
I
it's
would
funny,
put that on my channel.
You would?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, don't though. It's mine.
I know. You don't want subscribers from.
I will tell you,
my huge reach.
If I sit down and start a video like I did and I finish it on the same day, it means I like it. Yeah. I just don't. It's a subject matter. It's about the pedophile gate stuff. Pizzagate.
You don't even need to tell them. I hate talking about what I'm working.
If they follow me on Twitter, they've already seen it
that's true.
But
like I'm halfway through a video. I just need to record the script now and physically make the video. Mm-hmm. And do
you record the whole thing before you edit?
I write. I then read it out to myself, figure out where it sounds stupid. If my brain comes up with more jokes while I'm doing that, then I edit those in I write those in as well, and then I'll physically record it, and then I'll edit out all my fuck ups. Although now Audacity has started not being as much of a dick about stopping and starting when you record. So now I just record in chunks.
I do it all in order, all together. I edit and I record a bit, then I put it in and I edit around it, and then that bit is done.
No, I write. I chop up and write the whole thing as one chunk.
But the problem is I'm starting to think I should just stop doing that, because I write the whole thing as a whole chunk, but then I end up rewriting anyway, like I did today. So it's like, when I'm in the zone, I just do it all together.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of why I don't tend to find the need for as many rewrites, and mostly any rewrites that I get are from pure mistakes. Just plain out. Or bits that I've written that when I try and read them, they don't make any fucking sense.
Well, I like the way I do it because it is as close as you're going to get to something coming fresh from my brain that is also edited and recorded and scripted, right?
I like to think that mine generally sticks to what comes out of my brain, but with the filter of hindsight making it less retarded.
Yeah, I don't trust my brain.
And also,
I gotta police it. I gotta stop every now and then and go, is that funny? Did that make you laugh? Is that good? Is it shitty?
Well, sometimes it's just plain, is that correct? Was that absolutely the dumbest thing I've ever said? Probably.
Do you sit in front of Audacity and fucking record the same simple, stupid line over and over and over again because you don't think you sound like you're doing it right?
Yes.
Okay, I take it takes me so long to make a video. Do
you ever record the same line over and over again until you go, shut the fuck up, you idiot! Stop saying that word wrong, you fucking retard!
Yeah, to the point where I will fucking scratch the whole line.
And then people will just say, you should do a video with all your mistakes. That'd be fun. Yeah, be fun for you.
Fuck you. I hate the sound of my own voice. I hate it.
Don't even start. When someone I get an old video and someone comments on it, and because it comes up and they say, well, blah, de, blah, de, blah, de, blah. And you're like, I don't remember saying that. So I sit down and I watch. Because recently I've had like 5 people do that in a row in the same day. And I watched all the videos and not one of them was a thing I fucking said. And I was so pissed by the last one, I told them to go fuck themselves.
They did that with my fucking objective morality video. A whole bunch of comments that were like, I said none of that. I said fucking none of that.
Do you know what's
I didn't
really
watch
annoying?
the video.
My own objective morality video was also a veganism video. And my God, vegans don't understand anything if it happens to involve their little fucking cult.
Fuck.
I made a bigger mistake than you did.
Vegans and flat earthers, though, they're good for views if you piss them off. Because they show up.
I know.
And then they show.
I didn't even want to do a veganism video. It's just that one that turned up was like, oh, this is interesting, conceptually. Yeah.
No, but you got views and you got subs.
I don't know. I got Vegan Gains and his little mate to make a rebuttal video to that was half an hour long and proved that neither of them understood what the fuck I was talking about.
I think you have 10,000 more subs than you did when I was here last.
I have about nearly 15,000 more subs than
Fuck. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you were like...
I was at about 10,000 subs when we last spoke.
You must be making bank. Haha, just kidding. There's no way you're making bank.
It's YouTube. What the fuck's wrong with you?
There was a time, man, we had that little moment, like when we started, that little moment where we were actually getting money. Not a lot, but we were seeing a monetary outcome.
I'm not going to say that I'm not getting any money. I am.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But
it can't be a livable wage with how everything is now, right?
I wish it was more. It'd be lovely if it was more. But I don't care because like you said, when you started doing this video, holy shit, this is so much fun, and it still is.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
the
then,
whole
yeah.
flat earthers thing, like I was saying about that I've kind of stopped generally doing SJW stuff because it was kind of not that fun anymore.
Yeah.
And flat earther stuff is like crack. I actually have to stop myself. I would just do nothing but flat earth videos because they're so goddamn funny.
They really are.
So I go out and I find other sort of woo stuff to spread them out, but I end up doing like one a month because I kind of just want to.
You know what I think I'm gonna do next? I think it's just gonna be like a semi compilation video of Hannah Cranston from Think Tank, but non-political stuff.
Okay.
Because I was looking at the Think Tank website and I was like, okay, you can't really do a response video to a 3-minute video, you know? So you have to kind of compile them.
Skills.
And I went through and I was like, holy shit. Everybody's doing the political stuff because, oh, I need to validate my own political opinions because I'm so important. But if you fucking look at that channel, there's a lot of non-political stuff that is so mind-boggling stupid. It is so just like numbing and hilarious and Valley Girl nonsense, just like love and relationships and stuff like that. And I'm just like, fucking, I want to do this because nobody's really doing it. Nobody's really doing it because they all need to be political or whatever.
Someone
break
said
away a little bit.
I can't remember who said it, but it's like, oh yeah, you're doing quite well when you're not even doing SJW stuff. It's like, yeah, do you know how much stupid there is out there? Like, there's way more than what you're talking about.
Yeah, broaden your horizons.
I'll be honest. I said it earlier. It's so fun. It's addictively fun.
And you know, Toon, right? The little gopher dude.
I know. Yeah, I know Toon.
Videos like that, I might have fun with. You know, I'm just gonna maybe. I'm gonna think about depoliticizing my channel, but like I said, I don't think it'll work because I'm so wrapped up in it. You know, like
as from a personal level.
Yeah, like I care about this shit now. Like I know I kind of wish I started YouTuber when I was a younger dude. You know,
I don't know because we started at essentially the same time, and it's just like I just fell into it. I fell into what I was doing. Just at the end of the day, depoliticizing. Okay, if you have fun doing other stuff, then do that. But if you're having fun doing what you're doing right now, just do that. Because I've always been of the opinion that people don't actually care exactly what you're talking about.
Mm.
They care about you being good at it.
Yeah.
So if you're funny doing more political stuff, I mean, Chris Ray Gunn, he still does generally quite political stuff. He's fucking massively popular.
I have to care
because of his personality. Like, yeah, you have to care.
The benchmark is that it has to be something I want to do. So when somebody tweeted to me because I put on Twitter that I'm doing the video, and somebody said, "Does this mean you're coming back and it's on a regular basis or whatever?" And I was like, you know,
probably not.
I'm not gonna make promises because what if I just don't give a shit about anything?
Yeah.
Like, what if I just don't care? I don't get paid to do this. This isn't something I can do as a living. It doesn't make sense. So I need to focus on my career and everything like that. If I'm not passionate like I was right now, you know, when I did this, and I can't just fucking, get in the zone and just make a thing, you know, it might take a couple of hours or whatever on a weekend. But like, if I can't do that and I'm just struggling to meet a upload schedule over some fucking ridiculous dream that somehow I'll make, you know, a living off of this, which I don't know if you've noticed is kind of not great. Like making a living off of this. The people who make a living off of this are probably the most depressed people I've ever seen in my life.
Well, especially when you compare the type of living that you make. You'd have to be making a lot of fucking money on YouTube to justify not doing your current job.
That's true. It has to be a bit. It's not like I don't want people to think I'm rich or anything, but I make a livable, very livable, healthy, livable wage.
Extremely. He's got all the cars on the planet.
I can survive. I can survive comfortably.
except that I hate my job and my life. But I
Do you
can't
still hate your
have.
coworkers?
I've reached that point where if I want to do something else, it doesn't have to be YouTube, but just like a career switch or whatever. I'm kind of stuck because I have maintain. I have bills. I
Yeah.
have I have obligations that I have to make a certain amount of money. So if YouTube doesn't match or exceed that, then it's not worth my time.
No. And that.
Unless I'm doing it passionately and for fun, which is, I mean, there's plenty of stuff out there that I can get behind. So I just don't want to make a promise or give people an idea of a YouTube schedule, because I made that mistake before, and when I don't deliver, there are a bunch of little cunts about it.
It's funny. I still have on my front page like a upload Wednesdays and Sundays, which I really need to get rid of because I do not upload twice a week. I do not stream twice a week. I did used to.
Yeah.
And it was when I found certain things easier, but I think part of it is that I'm making better videos than I used to.
Yeah.
Like, I spend more time specifically on individual videos. And I also have kids that go to school. And I've said this before, and Mrs. Sick is fine with it, essentially. I am both the breadwinner and the housekeeper.
Yeah.
Because she's not very well. She's not very well. And I don't begrudge her that. She begrudges that to herself more than I ever will. So I can't, I'm basically a housewife with, 3.5 kids.
Women don't like feeling useless.
I don't think men like feeling useless either. I don't think anybody likes feeling useless. Let's be fair. Apart from teenagers, fucking bastards.
I think it's been my experience that women get, I think, more agitated by it.
Angry.
Age probably has something to do with it too, because right now I would love to feel useless and still maintain a standard of living. I don't care. I really kind of don't want to do anything
If
else.
I won a good lottery amount, it would have to be more than $1 million, because that isn't actually that much when you look at things in the grand scheme. But like $1 billion or whatever.
Oh God, I want that so bad. Because I'm old enough to do the right thing with the money. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy like a 20-year-old. I would fucking bank that shit. I'd keep my job for a while.
I wouldn't keep the job.
I'd invest in stocks.
I'm not a loser. I would invest, but I would take a certain amount that gave me a livable amount per year, minimum.
And you'd allot that to yourself.
Allot that to myself.
And I could do that
per month. Because I'm not a fucking idiot. Because I know how much of a fucking idiot I could be. And then I'd have the extra bit that would fuck off and do fucking stocks and shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
If that all bombed, I'd still have an amount of money and I could live doing nothing for the rest of my life with nice things. And that would be cool as shit. And I don't care. I would love not to work for the rest of my life. And there's a lot of people out there who say, oh, well, I blah, 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 my job. It's like, no, I would find things to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. You'd find things to do. You wouldn't have to be sedentary.
More than likely.
I love that. It's a fucking disease that we think that way, that we think that if we're not working, we're not doing anything productive. Because I am working and I'm not doing anything productive.
It's the similar disease of if you're making an income off of YouTube, that's not a real job.
Real job. Yeah.
Oh, why is that? Because you rely on someone else. Oh, sorry. Do you own the company you work for? I didn't fucking realize. You don't? Well, shut up.
It's unstable. It's unstable, but that doesn't make it not a job.
Yeah, it's called life.
It's a job. YouTube is a job if you can make it a job. It's like I said, though, if I ever got YouTube famous and had PewDiePie money coming in,
PewDiePie money is ridiculous.
I would keep my job. I'd keep my job. I don't trust any of this.
If you had PewDiePie money coming in,
although
from our offline chats, you would just save money until you died with $8 billion in the bank because you're mad.
I would keep.
You'd be like, I'm not sure I'll have enough to survive till dead.
Yeah, well, probably not that dramatic. I would keep.
Pretty close.
I would have a storing period where and like I said, I would invest. I would try to turn $1 million into.
Yeah, he wasn't joking when he said that. It sounded like he was being ironic. He would invest.
No, I would
Bitcoin like a madman.
Well, I already did that. Well, I put $300 in it just.
Do you know what? It's been a while. Has that worked out?
Oh fuck no! I got out of Bitcoin before it damaged my bottom line, but I left money in Litecoin just to have it there and see what happens.
Has that done anything interesting?
No, it's going. Well, I mean, it's increasing now, I think, but it's increasing.
But it was decreasing before now.
It tanked so low that I don't think, like, if it's coming back ever, it's going to be years, and I don't think that's going to happen.
That is sort of the ultimate thing. Oh, sorry, I felt like I was going to throw up.
Junkie.
Fun times. But
like I said, I had realistic expectations. I said, you know what, I'm just going to drop some disposable income into there. It's a couple $100. It really, like, there's no real chance of it becoming anything huge. I just thought maybe I'd make.
He doesn't have a lot of money. He just has $200 whole as disposable income. What piece of shit.
Hey man, I fucking grew up below the poverty line. I know the value of $1.
Hey,
but I fucking did it anyway.
I had a weird growing up thing, actually. Let's go with the growing up thing, because that's an interesting topic. And something that I know something about, because I grew up once as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I have yet to do this.
My mum, she was very successful. My dad, bless him. Even though my dad is, like, super fucking smart, has absolutely no goddamn ambition. He could have been a programmer back when it would have been, like, super fucking good to start programming.
He's too smart. He's probably too smart. He can see how fucking empty all of this is.
Well, apparently part of the problem was that he tried to start a business with someone who fucked him over, and he just went, no, fuck it, and he was out of there.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I don't blame either of them for any of their choices, because parents are just kids having kids and all that shit. But, you know, my dad, he did what he did. But my mum was like a 6-figure salary woman.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah. Her last year of her job, where they fucking pressured the shit out of her, and she made 6 figures, and she was like, I ain't doing this anymore. Oh shit, Mrs. Sick just appeared.
Hello.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you want?
I need help with the soundbar.
What have you done to it? Broke or what?
I don't know, I pressed a button and it went wrong.
Why did you press any buttons on anything ever?
The sound was quiet and the soundbar was off, so I pressed a button to turn it on and it went burp burp and then did some shit.
Did you press it again?
Yeah, and it went
And
op.
then I press again?
I pressed it again, it said op, and then started doing numbers.
And you keep pressing it until it says LI.
Okay.
Now
What
don't
the fuck
touch me.
is a soundbar?
Soundbar, like a TV thing. You stick it below your television.
Oh, okay.
She likes to break things. It's a woman thing. Where the fuck was I?
I don't know.
What were we talking about?
Way back in the past, reminiscing on.
Yeah, talking about my mum was a 6-figure salary person. She did, she did really fucking well, and I have no idea why I brought that up.
To make me jealous?
No.
My parents were broke as fuck.
Yeah, there we go. I know exactly. So I had what should have been a perfect jumping off point into being like a university student and all this shit. But after that, my parents made some very fucking poor choices. And a big part of those poor choices was them staying together as a couple because they didn't like each other. And my grandparents are basically Mr. and Mrs. Hitler. I kind of hope they don't hear this. At the same time, I don't care if they do. So they they shouldn't have been together. They were forced to stay together because, oh, well, you've got children, you have to stay married, blah, 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 blah. So that they did something. They went to pubs. They ended up fucking hating each other. And then suddenly she's got this business that takes all your life up. And she couldn't pay attention to her kid. My mum couldn't pay attention to her kids. And my dad had fucked off. It got to the point where I ended up as a homeless person. I should never, ever, even from that situation, quite a middle-class family, who 6-figure fucking salary member of the family, I should never, ever have ended up homeless.
I was never homeless, and I grew up in a position where homeless was a very real possibility. At the same time, like, I think what that is that they are too comfortable. We lived in an environment where it was constant discomfort, which meant constant paranoia, which meant being frugal, which meant understanding the value of a dollar and always preparing.
Also teaching your kids that value.
Well, I didn't even know. Nobody taught me shit. I just kind of picked it up because it's there all the time. Everybody's worried. Like they didn't have to teach me anything.
Teach by proxy, but taught nonetheless.
I mean, they did. I'm not being fair. We had conversations, you know, but like.
I bet if they thought you didn't know, they would have fucking told you.
There is a great value in having nothing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think I would have been. I can't imagine I would be as okay, at least, as I am now, had I been growing up just a spoiled little rich shithead. I might have the money, but I'd be.
That's what annoys me. Someone told me once that I had a silver spoon in my mouth. We weren't even that wealthy. Because
you said 6 figures. That's wealthy.
6 figures one time with a family that was constantly in debt.
One time?
One paycheck, 1 year.
Yeah.
Because it was the last year. I mean, there's way more complexity to that. But if I start talking about that, you might be able to figure out who she is. But... It's the kind of thing. What my point is that you can have wealth and not pass on any sort of useful lessons to your kids and fuck them up. My brother, you know, shit's not gone well for him. I'm not going to put it any better than that. But he's now looking to stopping being a live to work human being.
Yeah,
because I was the first person in this family to hit rock bottom and real rock fucking bottom. I figured it out sooner than anyone else. My grandparents are a set of cunts, and they taught everyone that they have to be perfect, and I learned that wasn't true, and I started focusing on me, and there's systems in place that allow me to do that.
Well, we have similar. Like I love my family and everything, but I did kind of realize, mostly. Yeah, I did kind of realize that the only way for me to really do a thing is to kind of keep a distance.
Yeah,
not a cold distance, but just no when to walk away.
That's the thing. The grandparents that I've been so disparaging of. If I found out that something really bad had happened to them, I'd fucking help them.
Yeah.
I still think they're a set of cunts.
Yeah.
But I also think that I'm better than them.
I gotta say I feel the same way about myself. Especially my fucking brother. He's insane. He's doing well now, I think, but I don't know why we're talking about family stuff because I don't want to get too detailed either. But
you can be very general. Without being too specific, but you know, everybody understands that, you know, there's a family member. Maybe there's more of them, maybe there's less of them, but they can be absolute dipshits.
Well, my girlfriend likes to help her family, I think, a little too much.
Kristen's family, she's very close with them, isn't she?
Very close with her family.
And you're like, what? Are you?
And I'm the one who took her away from them. So. But she's overly helpful to the point where she kind of enables certain bad behaviors, I think. And it's hard for me, being so much older. I have to be like,
You know that, yeah, and you can see it as well.
Yeah, I know everything that's happening, and I don't know how to like explain it to you. Like there is this weird. I mean,
You
I
explain it.
hate saying this. I hate saying this, but there has to be a father-daughter element that you just can't control. Like, I don't see her as a daughter, obviously, but there are like sort of there are things like that you when you have such an age gap that you have to kind of you end up falling into. You have to be listen. All right,
I absolutely no. I completely.
I know some
Mrs.
things.
Sick is 5 years younger than me,
Yeah.
and I have 5-year-old children, and occasionally there are things that I go, I really wish I didn't have 3 children.
Yeah.
There's something about younger people. I think if you were an older woman and you had a younger man, you'd probably think, especially if you had kids, you'd like see the parallels and be like, ugh.
We always like harp on men for not maturing, but it's really like men and women mature differently,
It's
and
people.
there are weak areas for women in general that men are typically stronger in, because societally we're the ones who go out and we do all this shit. You know, we do all the
You'll enjoy this. Just a random comment I've seen in the chat.
I'm genuinely trying not to be sexist right now, but it is a little bit like men are better at life.
I would say that
trying not to be sexist, but
men tend to be better at existing.
I never understood the emotional maturity line they always pull. Women are more emotionally immature. I just don't understand why they think crying all the time is fucking mature.
Yeah, I think that.
Why do I ever try to be politically correct for any reason at all? I don't understand what's wrong with me. But
I'm going to put it this way: I think if you threw a man who couldn't swim into a pool and a woman who couldn't swim into a pool, the man would be more likely to survive.
Figure it out. Oh, hey, I got this. We're more mechanical, aren't we? We're more.
We are. But
put it together.
If you threw a man into a fucking set of absolutely insane bastards, regardless of their sex, a woman would be more likely to talk her way out of it, and a man would get himself murdered the fuck out.
That's true. She'd be a little more sympathetic, understanding.
Yeah. And I don't understand why people there's certain people who seem to think that it's a bad thing to know that women are better at peopling. And men are better at surviving.
We're not even making a biological.
That's why we're a fucking team, and we should be. Stop making us not a team, you fucking cretins. And that's it.
I just want everybody to leave me alone. Always. That's what I want.
That's why I make YouTube videos.
I'm busy. But Kristen is probably the sweetest, kindest person I know, and that's actually a problem more than it's
and confusing if you've spoken to her on Twitter.
Oh,
I know she's not the same person.
She really isn't. She's like a troll.
It's weird. She's legitimately a troll.
But she, her kindness. You ever seen somebody like when they're being like overly kind to certain people? All of the ways that can go wrong, and try to explain it. And the thing she hasn't picked up on, which is to me is mind blowing. By now, she really should have. Some guys want to fuck you, and every guy who wants to fuck you, it's obvious.
Yeah.
So when you show me the DMs or whatever, or something like that,
this guy's being so cute. Yeah, he wants to put his dick in you.
This guy wants to fuck you, and I can point to you and tell you exactly what it is that makes me think that.
Yeah, he has a penis. And you won't
be able, and there's nothing you can say to argue with me because it won't work. She wants to think the good of everybody, and it's like everybody's got good in them. I believe that. I genuinely believe that. It doesn't matter. These people are people and they operate.
And just because they probably do have perfectly good in them, that doesn't mean that they don't want to bang you, for fuck's sake. You're an attractive woman, you silly bitch.
Yeah.
God damn it.
And then she said, why can't we just be friends? Because we are biologically wired to want to fuck.
Yeah.
If you feel sorry for a guy who's lonely, or if you feel, whatever, then, and then you become close to that guy as a friend,
I think as
You know
much
what
as people
happens?
hate Rick and Morty references, there's a whole thing
Oh, no, no,
about
no.
Jerry as a character being a sort of an emotional vampire who makes
Yeah.
people feel sorry for them as a predator. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I know so many guys like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's perfect.
They want to put that good all up in you. Yeah, in more ways than one. Emotional vampire is a really good way to see that. And the internet is teeming with it.
I was
So-
pouring a drink, I apologize. No, I
That's
don't.
right.
Fuck you.
When you're on the internet, there's a certain kind of person that's going to be the majority of the kind of person, right? Like, I mean,
Well, the other thing, okay, again, YouTube. Most
YouTube.
people do not fucking interact with videos. They just watch them and then they move on.
yeah,
It's like 10% of people will ever do anything unless you really piss everyone off.
right.
And then you'll get thousands of goddamn... Even on your video that only has 1,000 views, it has somehow 10,000 dislikes. Because that's how the internet fucking works. Unless you have to really stimulate people in some way for them to give a fuck about what you said. Otherwise, they'll listen to it, go, huh, and move on
Yeah, you have to stimulate people
with your penis.
with your there you go.
I can't even remember what my point was. What the hell were we talking about?
We are just rambling incoherently,
Oh, good job.
and I like it.
This
I
is
miss it.
classic.
Yeah. This is a reunion of sorts. We haven't actually really talked too much at all. Passively, Twitterly.
Well, you've been busy, and so I've left you alone.
Yeah,
But when I see you comment, I try and sneak in a little sneaky comment.
that's
and
why
then
we
you
get along
ignore
so
it
much.
like a bastard.
You give me what I want everyone to give me, which is just to fuck off until I'm not in that mood, which is fleeting.
Yeah. But I am very glad to see, and I should put the link to it. Oh no, you haven't published it yet, so I can't do that.
You have to wait.
I'll put the link to it if I can remember.
Do one of your little promos on one of your videos.
Maybe. I guess that would give me a few more minutes of content.
There you go.
Yeah,
Stretching it out.
I might bang your intro to the video in it, and then they have to go and watch it to see the rest of the video, which is the least funny bit. So it's perfect for me.
Whatever. Do what you want. Do what you fucking want. I don't care. It's not going to be monetized anyway.
Exactly. But
You gotta give me a page. I didn't even plug Patreon in that video.
Madness. Put it in the comment section or something.
Give me fucking money. I did. I put it in the description, but I didn't do a
Aren't
that's
there
my
some
thing. That's
people
my
still
thing.
fucking Patreon to you and they're still giving you money even though you're doing nothing?
There's only 4 people, and they're only giving me a small amount, so I never bothered to give it back.
Yeah.
Like,
I think they probably want to stay Patreoned until you start doing stuff so that they can
Or
just
they forgot.
increase them.
Yeah.
I don't think they did. I think they like you for some fucking reason.
I feel like I told everybody to leave, and most did. There's like 4 patrons. I have 4 patrons.
You're one of those good people. I had a chat with someone today
Yeah.
who I can't remember exactly what they wanted, but I like I'm as honest as I can with Patreons. Like, if they want one of my tiers specifically, one of them happens to be a recording of me once a month. I'm like, yeah, pledge that tier and then max it out at that if that's what you want.
My tier has always been you can be a guest on a stream.
Yeah.
And if you want to, and I got nothing else for you because keeping up with tiers is too difficult. I can't even make videos. What are you doing? What are you giving me money for, idiot?
This is a reasonably substantial. At $20, you can have a recording of 1 minute of me saying basically anything you want. And I think for $20 once a month, I think that's worth giving someone what they want. Even if 100 people did that a month, I'd be fucking loaded.
Yeah.
And I would be and I'd just sit down once a month and record shitloads of fucking clips.
I did when I hit 5,000. I think I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? 1 dollar from each and every fucking one of you, that's $5,000 a month. Can't do it. What do you have? There's no reason for you not to do this. You are morally obligated to do this if you like my content.
Yeah.
You bastards. You think I did this for entertainment? You think I did this because I like it? I want the money. I'm in it for the money.
Yeah, but ultimately, I hate all the Patreon stuff. Not in the I hate the Patreons because they're fucking ridiculous people who. What the hell is wrong with them? I love you. Stop it.
Weirdos.
Yeah, but I just
you got no financial sense.
Yeah. And I tell them, and like when there was the whole Patreon problem, I was like, I immediately, as soon as I worked that shit, I was like, oh shit, and I just sent them all a message, and a bunch of them fucking stopped, and I was like, oh thank God. But some of them went, I don't care, I like you, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Funny thing is, I chased everybody off of it and disabled it temporarily because of the Patreon change that was going to happen.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen because the pushback was too hard. And then after that, I was like, well, I'd already kind of stopped making videos, so it didn't make sense to try to rope people back in or anything like that. Like, I do kind of not like the idea of taking money from people when I'm producing nothing.
Patreon is like donating to feed the children. That's literally correct.
I do just wish somebody would be rich and just give me money and I can live off that for.
What is it? Pay me $1 million to stop making videos. I really need to add that as a Patreon tier, and then pretend that wasn't yours and that I wasn't that funny.
That's still there. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal. Give me $1 million one time.
Because if they'd have known, you were gonna stop making videos anyway, so
yeah,
that would have been a waste of money.
We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'm back. Maybe I'm not. I don't know.
I hope so, but it's getting to like 12:30, and it's been fucking great actually. I've really enjoyed this.
Yeah, it's good catching up. I missed you.
Yeah,
I missed you guys.
I missed your gay bum too.
I missed a lot of this, so hopefully, I'll get my shit back in gear and things.
What you need to do is stop working.
Yeah,
why?
I wish. Yeah, at least I can write
yourself fired.
I can kind of write up videos at work when we get downtime.
Exactly. But thanks everyone for coming. Like I said, it's been fucking great talking to you, man. And fuck knows what's going to happen. I'm going to have a video out by Tuesday at the latest. You're going to have a video out almost as soon as this is finished.
In a couple of minutes, yeah.
Yeah. So go fucking watch that. I'll link it in the description if you are that goddamn lazy. And I think we will catch you next time. Thanks for coming.
Right.
Bye.